Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Scrapbook Sunday 101, Stampersdelight.com. As you can see, I have the new catalog here. I'm not allowed to open it yet, but check back on May 4th. That's when you can not only order from the catalog, but I will be able to open it. In the meantime, what we are going to do is I am going to do a quick scrapbook page. Again, Stampersdelight.com. If you'd like to place an order with me this month, use this host code. Unless it's $150 or more, then you don't want to use the host code so that you get the credit. Again, if you'd like to join my team and join the fun, go to Stampersdelight.com. We would love to have you. So now, grab your coffee, grab your tea, come scrapbook with me. What I'm going to be using today is some new products and some current products and some retiring products. So this is actually the Pansy Petal Designer Series paper that I'm going to be working with. And I'm also going to be working with one of our new colors, our new in colors, which is Pale Papaya. Let me just show you those Designer Series papers before we get started. This is the Pale Papaya, and here's some of those beautiful Pansy papers. And of course, they're double-sided. Now, you'll see my YouTube or Facebook Live this week on how to use this suite, okay? All right, so we are going to get started. What I am using that's retiring is the Scripty embossing folder, and it just adds a nice subtle touch to textured backgrounds. And you can see mine is well used. I had to tape it because it broke. This is being retired. The numbers are all in the description below. The other items that are retiring that you're going to see me use are our gold enamel glitter dots, one of my favorite embellishments. They are also retiring. And our gold hoops. These are great accent pieces. So those are some of the things that you're going to see that are retiring. Some of the current products that I will be using that is not retiring is, of course, the scallop lace trim. And new products such as the Pale Papaya, the Pansy Designer Series paper, and our new ribbon, open weave ribbon, and this is another new in color, Evening Evergreen. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I am going to bring in the one side of the page that I already did. This is going to be a 2-page layout. So here is, and I know there is some glare. I'm not sure if I can get that further away. Let's see. Nope, that's as far away as it goes. Okay, so this is our Designer Series paper layered on the Pale Papaya. And it's two-sided, so let me just show you that. That's one side, and that's the other side. So what I did was I cut this right in half, and I am going to do this for you today. And then I have some pictures. I have that beautiful ribbon, both ribbons actually, if you can see those tied in the corner. Here are those gold enamel dots. And here is the gold hoop for a little embellishment. I will have still shots on my blog and my Facebook page. Go to Stampersdelight.com. Here's some more of those great elements. The other thing that I will be using is our Memories and More cards from the new series suite hand-penned memories. So there's a suite with hand-penned, but what's really nice about this is they go well with this set too, okay? Everything coordinates fairly well. So this page right here was from August 20th, and here's the Memories and More cards. I love to use those to journal. So this was celebrating our Aunt Maggie's 80th birthday party with a pool party at our house. And you can see she got flowers, some nice gifts. Yeah, Aunt Maggie was one of the best. Okay, she has since passed away, but she lived to be 93 years old. Okay, she had a good life. And I just wanted to commemorate her 80th birthday party that we gave her here. So this is how I did that. I'm going to put that aside for a minute. I'm going to bring in the paper. Now, this is the Pale Papaya. This is going to be the second page. I'm going to bring in my Designer Series paper. You'll hear me clicking around here, getting different things ready. I am going to bring in that paper, and I want the flowers going this way, so I need to cut it this way. But before I do that, I just want to cut a little bit off the edge. I like to layer. So I am going to take a 1/2 inch off here. I could use that little strip for something else when I'm scrapbooking. And I'm going to take a 1/2 inch here. Now, I am usually on YouTube Live on Monday evenings, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and Friday mornings, Facebook Lives, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. But you definitely want to subscribe to my channel because I don't always go live. Unfortunately, things come up and I can't. All right, so now that I've cut that, okay, I am going to cut it in half. So by taking that little bit off, okay, let's just show you. I have, and it really doesn't matter. You can cut this in half beforehand if you want. So now this is 11.5. Okay, so half of that would be 6 inches, right? But I've cut some off. So I'm going to go down to 5.5. Doesn't have to be exact. But if you're not sure, what you can always do, another little trick I do, sometimes when I can't remember measurements, I just give it a little pinch there, slide it back in here, and then I'll cut that. Okay, so it's actually 5 3/4. But again, it doesn't have to be exact for your page. But because I've already done one page, I want it pretty close. Okay, so this page, this is going to go right here. And then I'm going to flip this the other way. Okay, and you see now that the stripes are going this way because of the way I cut it. Okay, it doesn't matter. I kind of like doing things where it changes up a little bit. Okay, so these two get glued together. Now, I also want to put that ribbon. Let me bring in this side of it. I want to bring in that ribbon. Move this over. Right here, but I want to do it on this side. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just move this here. I'm going to grab a little piece of cardstock and I am going to glue that on the back side. So what I mean is I'm going to do this just to hold it in place. Okay. Remember, I'm going to be flipping that around. Okay. So this I'm going to just put right here just to hold that like a place card almost. All right. I am going to grab my adhesive and I am using my Stampin' Seal. I'm going to grab a little of that, put it on each side here. You can actually, if you have an extra piece, like if you wanted to use this piece, let me just show you another idea. You could use this piece because this is going to be the same size really. So you could use this. I'll use both just so I can show you. Okay. So let me just cut off a little piece of this. I like to give you different ideas. Okay, so this is just a placeholder. Remember that. So I am going to just put some adhesive on this. You don't need to see me do that. Okay. I am just going to lay this down right here to hold that in place, because I want to wrap the ribbon around the other side. Now, again, if you don't have that piece, you could just put this piece on there. And when I flip it, it's all together, which is what I want to do because I need to layer the ribbon on it. So remember, this is an opposite side. So this is going to go like this. Okay, it's going to be like this. So we're going to put that aside for a minute. I am going to take the ribbon I have here, and this is our new Evergreen, Evening Evergreen. I'm just going to add a little adhesive on each end, and I am just going to layer that right around, being careful I don't get it on the page yet. Just going to snip off a piece here, and I'm going to lay that down just like that. I can play around with it afterwards. I'm going to do the same thing with the pretty lace one. I'm going to add a little bit more adhesive, And I am going to use the flat side because there's a scallop side. Use the flat side, and I'm going to bring that around to this end. Just cut a piece off, and then lay it flat and glue it down. Okay, so we're done with that ribbon for now. So this is going to go on this side of the page. So there you, oh, let me just move that up. Sorry about that. There you go. So this is going to go on this side of the page. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that around. I am going to actually glue it all down. And I do like to use a lot of adhesive. Whoop. I do like, gently though, I do like to use a lot of adhesive because I don't want my pages coming apart. I also, if you notice, go right over the ribbon with my adhesive. This Stampin' Seal is very sticky. You can use Stampin' Seal Plus or whatever adhesives you have. Those are my preference. Okay, so I am going to lay this down. Don't worry about these coming up a little bit because we're going to fix that later. Okay, so now what I did, and I already did this on one piece. This is the Scripty. Okay, it's just very subtle words to give this a little texture. So what I did was I brought in my embossing machine. And I am going to take a half a sheet of cardstock, regular cardstock. And I want these words on here. So I'm going to run this through this side. Okay. Normally you would run it through where the crease is, having that go through this way. Mine's already broke, so it really doesn't matter. I'm going to put this right in here. It's just to add a little texture to the background matting. Okay, so now I have it on that end, but I also want it on the other end. So I'm just going to do the same thing and just grab the end piece right here. Okay, I'm just going to do the same thing. Most of it's going to be covered. Again, you don't have to do this. You can use your cardstock flat, but I like to add a little texture. And you may not be able to see it in the video, but it does add some texture. Sorry about the noise. Okay, so we are going to take that, move that out of the way. And of course, this folds up. So easy to use, and the mini one is great for travel. Okay, so now I have these two pieces. Very subtle. I'm going to bring in the pictures that I'm going to use on the other side. Now, I've already trimmed these down the way I want them. Okay, here's another picture of Aunt Maggie. This picture here is, of course, Aunt Maggie, my mother-in-law, who's a year younger, and Maggie's daughter-in-law, and some nieces, okay? This one right here is Aunt Maggie and her boys. Okay, so we are going to just put that together. So I'm going to go ahead and adding some adhesive onto this one. I do them all at the same time on a larger piece of paper. Larger piece of cardstock, okay? I'm going to add that right there. And then one of her and the boys. And let's see, that's too long this way, so I'm going to do it this way. And it really doesn't matter if the wording is going the different opposite way. You're just using it for texture again. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer again. I love our paper trimmer. Lays nice and flat, easy to use, very easy to see. And I am just going to bring this in and just cut a little bit off and a little bit more here. So I don't really measure the matting. I just kind of go around the picture and have a little border. Okay, so we're going to do that side. And then we'll go ahead and do this side. Okay, so here's my 2 pictures here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it this way first because I do want to use this piece right here. Flip that this way. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to share my videos and leave a comment if you'd like, preferably a nice one. Okay, so there's my 3 pictures. So let me bring this back in. Okay, I'm not going to do anything with this ribbon just yet. I'm going to arrange my pictures. Now, you can arrange your pictures any way you like. If you like straight, by all means, do them straight. Here's one of the Memories and More cards that I've already written my information, what I want to say on there, and that's going to go over here. I like to mix and match, so I might have a couple. Oh, I like that. I just slid that under the lace. I kind of like that. This one went over the lace. You'll see that in a minute. Okay, so I like to mix and match mine. All right, so I think I'm going to do it that way. So the first thing I'm going to do is flip this picture over. If you see me flicking that, it's just to get the runner to move again. Sometimes it does get a little stuck. Okay, this one again, I'm going to actually put that this way under a little bit of that ribbon. Okay, and then her and her boys right here. Now this one I will do straight. So I added the adhesive there. I'm going to put that right here. Now for the journaling, this is why I wanted this extra piece. Just to add, again, a little more texture. So this is actually going to be a piece that I'm going to use here. But it's too big. So I'm going to just cut off a slice. I'm going to cut it just a little bit. It's just a scrap piece, so there's no dimensions on it. That's going to go right here, maybe. Let's see. I do like to have my journaling straight, although this kind of looks nice that way. Oh, I like it better that way. See? Changed it again. Just to add some detail to this. Now, remember I said these little hoops, they are great for embellishments, and I'm going to put that right back there. So the first thing I'm going to do is just glue this piece down, making sure it's on the page. There we go. And then I am going to take this. I'm going to do it this way. Now, what I'm going to use for that is dimensionals, because I want that, you can glue it down flat, but I want to put this around that hoop so it stays in one place. And again, I'm going to show you both, because the other page I didn't use I used just the adhesive. So I like to show you both ways. And this is my take your pick tool. Gotta have a take your pick tool. Gotta have at least 1 or 2. Okay, and then I'm gonna put that right here. So that's gonna hold that in from moving or coming off the page. And I can also put a glue dot down there if I don't want it to move at all. So let's show you the glue dots. Now our glue dots come in a roll like this, and anytime you want to tuck an extra little piece of adhesive in, these little glue dots are great. So let's say I don't want that to move too much. I'm just going to put a glue dot right here on this hoop. It is sticky, so it is sticking to me. I'm going to just slide it back under here, and I'm just going to press it down. So now it doesn't move at all. And you can also put one under there if you'd like. Okay, I got my journaling. I've got my hoop there. So now I'm going to bring in these 2 ribbons. And there's a couple of ways I like to do ribbons. Now this one, let me bring this back in again. This one you can see I tied them separate. Another thing I like to do is tie the 2 ribbons together. So we are going to do it that way for this, just so I can show you the difference. And this is a great way to use up your ribbon scraps, by the way, on your scrapbook pages. So there I got my ribbon. Bring that up a little closer. And then I'm going to do the same thing over on this side. Grab 2 of those. I'm just going to cut off a little piece right here. And then just tie it up a little bit, up a little ways. You can add more of this ribbon all the way down if you'd like. Just adds a nice little touch. I'm just going to go like that. So there I have the ribbon. Now remember, I will have still shots. Just go to my blog, Stampersdelight.com. Okay. Remember, the hoops are being retired. Scripty is being retired, and so are these gorgeous gold glitter enamel dots. And now what I'm going to do is add some bling, or doodads as I call them. I'm going to add this one. I think there's 4 different sizes on this, which is pretty cool. Get those as straight as I can. Just to add a little bit of bling to this, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing right here, just randomly putting different sizes. Oh, that one got stuck on my finger. There we go. And then, let's see, I'll take the larger one over here. This one does not want to come off. We're just going to add a couple more of these this way. You can randomly put these wherever you want. I don't want that large one. I want this one. Okay, here. Here. And here. Okay. So there is my second page. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to bring it up real close. I know there's some glare on this. Let me bring in the other side so that you can see. I'm thinking I might be able to, let's see if I can move this out a little bit more here. Nope, nope, we don't want it in, we want it out. That's as far as it goes. Okay, so again, here is page 1 and page 2. And I will take pictures. Now you see how the stripes are going the opposite directions, and it doesn't matter. It still looks so good. I will take some still shots. Please check out my blog so you can see these. I hope you enjoyed this segment of Scrapbook Sunday 101, something old, something new, and something current. Have a great day and keep on scrapbooking, scrapbookers. Bye.